How has having a child kind of caused you to change your work schedule?
It's always, I think I was always a stacker anyway. So it's just stacking. Like it's basically when she's at school, we get started. But also she's older and she has more of her own plans now. And I had, the one thing I wasn't good at her whole life was knowing how to not be with her if it was my time with her. Because going through a divorce, when I had my time with her, I never would not be with her. I couldn't have even imagined it being my time with her and then making a plan.
You would make the days where you didn't have her kind of crazy with work stuff,
crazy.
Right? Yeah.
But I even remember when she was a baby, like, you know, being on photo shoots and taking the food from the photo shoot home, or like a little kid home to be with her. I couldn't separate. Like I couldn't be present. I couldn't just like hang and waste time when I knew I could be with her, because my divorce was so traumatizing and so exasperating that I was like, it was a terrible time in my life. I was just like afraid, disaster on fumes at all times, like white knuckling everything. It was a nightmare. Most parents are kind of, from what I understand, struggling with guilt when they're not with their kids. I'm sort of, I've always been trying to find empowerment in doing my own thing. You know, like letting my daughter know that I'm dating and letting her know that she's out with her.
She said on the drives to school, sometimes you'll talk to her about whatever date you had.
Right,
yeah.
Which I think is mature. People like want to gatekeep that from their kids and then one day just like introduce this person that they've been with for 6 months because they don't introduce their kids. Like I don't make it that big of a deal. Like she's part of the program. I mean, she has some superficial requests too. She doesn't want someone too old, too bald, too short, or who is after me for the wrong reasons. You know, so.
And you're on board with all
I'm kind of on board with
yeah.
that too, yeah. I mean, it's like she doesn't, right. So she doesn't, those are the things she's requested. And someone who engages her and is nice to her. So, what I was gonna, but now that, you know, this is an age where they're independent and they have their own friends and their own plans, and sometimes they'll, you know, drop you for that, which is fine. And so I think communication is key. I'll just talk to her about, for example, this weekend, you know, I'm with her most of the time. And so this weekend I was a little afraid from all this relief work, like I was not doing great. And I went to a spa for 2 nights, which usually I would think there was something wrong with doing that, like not being with her. But I think there's something very right with doing that. I needed to do that for myself. So finding more, and like asking my 2 girls, that's something I would ask my 2 girlfriends. When I have my daughter, am I allowed to go to a spa like for 2 nights when I have her, which is really all the time now.
Right.
They're like, yeah, what are you talking about? Of course. I'm like, oh, okay. Like those are the things, just like, because otherwise I'm literally gonna be the cat lady. Like I'm only gonna be at volleyball tournaments at this property, like wandering around in slippers, trying on lip gloss. Like I gotta, you know, make an effort. But she'll say sometimes, she'll hear something, she would go, Mama, you have to go out. You should go. Like this guy wanted to go out last week and she was like, I think you should go for dinner. Just go meet him for drinks. And I was like, okay. And so I came back at 10. She was like, how was it? Like so, yeah.